What's happening, guys? My name is Anthony, and in today's video I've got another My Team video for you guys. This time we're racing at the Australian Grand Prix, and as you can see we've got some more supercar gameplay for you guys. This time it is again the average speed zone, this time with wet conditions, which was very tricky. It did take me a good couple of attempts to do this one, but going into this Grand Prix we've made a couple of upgrades. I believe the upgrades we made was to our aerodynamics and our chassis, of course them being the worst parts of the car. I do believe one of the upgrades fell, but I don't know which one. However, I think most of them did come through, so that's decent enough at least. However, we are going to have to do the other one. We still have some more upgrades as well coming between now and Imola, I believe, which is the next one. So hopefully those come through. We need this car to be as quick as possible because the My Team car is pretty bad. As you guys will probably already know if you've tried out My Team already, the newcomer budget is pretty bad. Not sure how the midfield, and the front runner car is, or how it feels or whatever. I'm assuming it feels great because it's obviously towards the midfield and towards the front. The newcomer budget starting towards the back, I don't know what it is, it just feels so bad. So yeah, this first season is going to be pretty tough, definitely. But as you can see now, doing the challenge here, we failed the second one. We ended up getting disqualified, and we did the first one, but it was only good enough to actually get to silver. So we still needed one more attempt, and this time I finally managed to get it. Just downshifting at the right times, really. I'm still getting used to these supercars, to be honest. I need to do some really hot lap challenges, maybe even on stream or something, just to sort of practice with them, because it can be very helpful for the My Team stuff. But yeah, braking pretty late, I would say, for this corner, just trying to get the car and turn in and try not to get onto the curb because it can unsettle the car. Managed to do it, and we actually managed to get enough for the gold. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. But let's move on to qualifying and then the race. Okay then, guys, so as you can see here, we're going into qualifying. Practice was pretty straightforward. Just did a bit of testing to see how the car would feel. To be honest, pace is not looking great, but we'll see what we can do in qualifying. We'll see what we do in the race. But other than that, yeah, the speed zone thing was pretty interesting since it was in the wet. Pretty fun to do. It did take me at least 2 tries to get it done, but either way, let's get into qualifying now. Let's go for one run. We've actually got 4 sauce. Why have we got so many sauce? I'm not entirely sure, but either way, I'm completely happy with that. Let's go out and try and get a lap straight away. Okay, here we are, going for our first lap here in qualifying. I've been recently doing a few laps on this circuit just because I was doing it for a track guide. I do have a little bit more confidence in this lap since we have actually done the circuit compared to some of the other circuits on the calendar, but we are going to take this quite easy for the first lap and just set a banker. And this track is so much fun to drive, guys. There's just so many improvements to Australia, in my personal opinion, compared to what it was before. Now, I didn't dislike it before. However, I just felt like the track was very awkward for me. A lot of the turns were just super awkward. However, now I feel like you could just throw the car in and it will just stick. And this track just feels so much fun to drive, especially Sector 2. It's just so fast, so flowing. And it's very bumpy as well. You can probably see from the gameplay, Sesame Ocon does an 18.8, that it's very bumpy. So I don't know, I don't think they've laser scanned the track, but whatever they've done, they've definitely improved Australia, in my personal opinion. It's so much fun to drive. I think that might have been a Red Bull behind us. A Red Bull, was it Max, was it Perez? I don't know. Either way, they've made a mistake. Luckily it wasn't in front of us, or else we'd had to have bought our lap. There we go, a 19.0 for a banker lap is actually not that bad. We'll take that with this car and we'll see what everyone else does. Yep, it was Perez. So he's on the back foot now. Let's go back into the garage and go out for a second lap. Alright, here we go, guys. Out for our second lap. Perez is behind us. Ocon's just in front of us. Let's see if we can do a bit more pushing here and try and get even more time on our current lap. Zhou Guanyu, I think he's just finished his lap. He's behind us as well. Not a good lap from him. Let's push. I think all in all, we've just made up about half attempt in the first sector. Go super wide there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back off, let Sainz go, and we'll go on some other tires. Go on, Sainz, where you going? Go, mate. Jesus, what are you doing? Oh, the AI, they need to sort that out. They need to sort that out, how the AI will just slow down because you've slowed down in qualifying. But look, he's trying to pass me, but then he slows down. What is this? What? Surely that's a grid penalty for him. It's a grid penalty for me? You're having a laugh, man. Alright, we're not accepting that. There's no way. Yeah, we'll just go straight into the pits because I'm not accepting that as a grid penalty. I can't believe that I was given a grid penalty for that. That's ridiculous. All right, here we go. We're out for our third lap technically, but this is our second lap because we kind of bottled the second lap just now and had that whole incident with signs. But now we're in P19, just ahead of my teammate. So interesting. Zhou Guanyu is still actually behind us. So he's having a terrible time in that Alfa Romeo. Let's see if we can push again and try and get a better lap here. I know we can. Just about executing it. We lost just a tiny fraction of time compared to what we did on our actual second lap. This is cutting it close here. I think we're gonna have to actually nail our final lap because this lap has not been great. There's time in that first sector and even in this second sector, we've just not really been able to execute on it. As you can see, we're now back in the red. This is not good. Hopefully we can have a better final sector. Alright guys, we've got 1 minute to go right now. Just trying to get a little bit more space to McLaren in front of us. We've got 1 lap to nail it. It's not been the best qualifying in the world, but let's see if we can do it. We're still in P19, so the order hasn't really changed yet, but I assume it will change in the next 40 seconds, so let's go. Much better first corner there. Much better. Let's see if we can translate that to the rest of the lap. Right, we've got someone behind us, which is not good. Don't know who it is. It was Charles Leclerc in P2. Well, there's not really much I could have done there because obviously we're on our lap of our own. So feel bad for Charles, but we're still on our lap. We're about 3/10 up, so we've had a much better lap here. Come on. See if we can continue this. Absolutely cutting that corner, but I don't care at this moment of time. Okay, there we go. There we go. Roughly about 5 tenths. Let's see where that puts us. Let's see where that puts us. That puts us in P19. Let's go. Our highest qualifying position so far. We'll happily take that. Okay, so Max Verstappen is in the lead going into Q2. We are knocked out in Q1 once again. However, it's our highest qualifying position. We still actually got out qualified by our teammate, which is kind of crazy to think that. I think this is the first time that's happened. So it's 2-1 right now. No, I think it's 2-1 to Oscar actually. But that's crazy, man. Our highest qualifying position, and we still got qualified by over a tenth. So yeah, let's see how we can do in the race. We're usually a lot better than Oscar in the race, so should translate quite nicely. Hopefully we can make up some more positions, finish around the P14 area as we did in the previous one. So let's head into the race.
It's race day here in Melbourne as we continue with what could shape up to be one of the best Australian Grand Prix ever. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. The close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Perez, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Russell, Bottas, Fernando Alonso, Magnussen, and Pierre Gasly, Mick Schumacher, Tsunoda, Lando Norris and Ricciardo, Stroll, Albon, Sebastian Vettel and Oscar Piastri, Anthony, Ocon, Latifi and Guan Yu Zhou. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Alright guys, here we are on the start finishing line grid in P19, our highest starting position so far in this career mode. We're going to do another basic medium to hard strategy here. If there's anything that comes up, if there's a safety car that allows us to go on a different type of tire or anything like that, we will take it. We'll just play it by ear and see what happens. Also with the fuel, I'm going with a little lighter fuel because I've noticed in the past couple of races that we've saved quite a lot of fuel, so I'm hoping that this is enough to last us the Grand Prix, especially if there's a safety car. There'll definitely be enough. But let's get straight into the race and let's try and make up some positions. Hopefully top 14 like we did last race. If not, then it is what it is, but we'll try our best. Okay, so according to Mark, there should be no rain expected for this race. Does look quite dry, but the clouds are there, so you never know. This is on a approximate in terms of weather forecast, so we can still actually get rain, even though it's been said that there's not. In terms of the car, I'm gonna have to play it by feel, to be honest, when it comes to the race, because the whole weekend we haven't gone out on the mediums or the hards. So in this race, we're gonna be on unknown territory here, technically, just because we've only been using softs throughout this entire weekend. So we don't really know how the mediums are gonna feel. But there's our teammate right in front of us as we line up on the grid. There we go, line up perfectly, getting that purple. And we've pointed our car to the right to see if we can get a good start and actually get past our teammate here on the start. Here we go. We've got 3, 4, 5 red lights for the Australian Grand Prix in our first season of my team. Lights out and away we go. Oh, getting a bit of wheel spin there, but we've had a decent-ish start other than that. Gonna go around our teammate and Alexander Albon. Was thinking about going around Vettel there. We've got yellow flags. Don't know what happened behind us. It's been a huge incident. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. We're now behind Stroll. I've noticed that both Aston Martins are actually on the soft compounded tyres. It'll be interesting to see what everyone else is on. We might check. Probably best to check quickly right now. So let's check. Everybody except for the 2 Aston Martin guys are currently on the medium compounds. Okay, very, very interesting. So Vettel's going to be definitely getting closer to us very, very soon. He's on the quicker compound. But it's interesting how the Aston Martins are the only ones going on the soft compounds. Nice to see that the AI are actually doing different strategies as well. But here comes Sebastian Vettel once again, just like in Jeddah. Gonna brake late. Try not to get any wheel spin. And there we go, he shouldn't be able to get past us. There's a little bit of battling going on between Magnussen and Stroll, who's actually managed to get past Yuki Tsunoda. I've never even noticed that, but obviously he is on a quicker tyre, so makes sense. Stroll's going to be looking to try and get past a lot of people over the next couple of laps whilst his softs are still in their peak performance. Whereas for us, we might actually get a good run here on Yuki Tsunoda. Maybe we've just not got enough straight line speed. Nah, it doesn't look like we do. He made a little bit of a mistake going into turn 1, so I thought we may have had a little opportunity to sneak a surprise move here, but nah. Right, there we go. I'm fine with Vettel taking us over here because it's a little bit more of a overtaking opportunity rather than through the S's. That's one thing I kind of wish the AI would be a little bit more intelligent when it comes to where you can and can't overtake. Obviously, the AI is very hard to program, so not really faulting Codemasters for that. It's just a wishful thinking of mine. Norris is about a second behind us. He's battling with his teammate. That's beautiful. Love that. Please continue to do that. I mean, we're no longer in the DRS of Sebastian here, so we kind of need to be ahead. Need to be ahead of the 2 McLaren boys. If they can keep battling, that's beautiful. I'd rather be in a no man's zone than be in a bit of a predicament where we don't have DRS, but the guys behind us do. Okay, this isn't looking too good. We've lost about 5/10 of a second in that first sector to Lando Norris. He's pushing. We've been doing a little bit of pushing ourselves, so again, it seems as if the car's just not got a lot of pace. As you can see from our ERS usage, we've used quite a lot very early on, and we are going to have to get to a point where we need to start saving ERS as well, just so that we can stay level with it. It looks like if we want anything out of this race, we're going to have to hopefully get super lucky by the end of it and have like a really lucky safety car come out towards the end of the race. Lando Norris has made up 2 seconds almost already. There we go. We command that corner. We command that corner. Giving us a little bit of breathing room. There's a yellow flag ahead of us. I don't know what happened. I think we might have just missed out on an opportunity. No! Kevin Magnussen is out of the Grand Prix. I was about to say I thought that we've just missed out on an opportunity to overtake someone because they've locked up going into the corner, but no. Kevin Magnussen is just flat out of the race. That's fantastic. That's an extra position. We're going to really need to start looking into our durability of the car, because clearly right now it's our durability that is helping us with the guys around us. Magnussen's retired. I believe Schumacher retired in the previous race. And then I believe it was 2 people that retired in the first race as well. That curb can actually gain you a lot of time if you can get it right, but If you get it wrong, you're going to be in the barrier at worst. Right, we've got both McLarens behind us now, and they're looking to overtake. This is going to be very, very tense. Norris in front of Danny Ricciardo. Come on, we're battling both McLarens here. This isn't fair. Where's my teammate? Kind of need Oscar's help. Oh, but Oscar's so far back. Here comes Lando. Going for the defensive move. There we go. Just getting better traction than him, thank God. We live to see another lap in P15. Or P14, I should say, sorry. Yeah, if you take a look at that final corner, I just cannot get the throttle down as quickly as I can in time trial. Oh my God, Lando Norris, he locked up. That was a huge lock up from him. That was so surprising. I was kind of quiet because I was in an intense battle with him. But he locked up there and kind of ruined it for himself. Now I'm looking at his teammate, Danny Ricciardo, who's looking for the move instead. Yeah, and we're not going to be matching that Alpine's speed right now. That Alpine's got some pretty good straight line speed. So we've lost out on the position there. Oh, we've locked up. How have we locked up going into that corner? I don't know. We've got the RS. Well, that's not really going to be our saving grace if we keep locking up. How did we lock up going into that corner? I don't know. Danny Ricciardo going for the send. There we go. We're not too bad on the defensive. It's just our car is not really that great. Lance Stroll's into the pits. He's going on the hard compounds. They might be really slow by the end of the race because I'm trying to think here. How long are the hards gonna be in their good stint? I don't know. That's a long way to go, especially with these new tires. All right, there's Sebastian Vettel also in the pits, going on the hard compounds. It'll be interesting to see how quick they are towards the end of the race because everyone else's hard tires are going to be so much more quicker than theirs, just because we're pitting that much later than them. So we're still battling with Danny, so that means we could lose a lot of time throughout this stint. Now if we lose all that time to the Aston Martins, then I guess it won't matter if I'm not this slow. Oh, you can see if I don't lift, we just go so wide. Alright, once again, he's a bit closer this time. As you can see, he's right there. Danny Ricciardo going into the S's. He obviously wants to perform quite well since this is his home circuit. As we go wide again, and that's going to give him the opportunity. Oh, we got lucky there not to go side by side into him. He's going for the move. We're going for the defensive once again. We've locked up. It's a huge lock up. Oh my God. We've completely locked up and not only ruined our own chances there, but ruined Ricciardo's as well. Don't know what happened there. We went over a bump on the road and the car just locked up. That was a huge surprise to me. And now look, Lance Stroll is now right behind us. Yikes. Yeah, Stroll looking for a move here. He's going to be a lot quicker than us right now. Oh, I can't believe that's happened. I can't believe that. I don't know what happened there. Just, as I said, it was just a bump as Lance Stroll dives it down the inside. It was just a bump on the road. I've never felt that before. And I've played Australia quite a bit in the past couple of days. Lewis Hamilton is out of the session. What? What's happened to Lewis? But yeah, as I was saying, I've been playing Australia quite a bit over the past couple of days and I've not noticed that bump, so... Oh, we've got a safety car. There's Lewis. Okay, this safety car came out a little bit earlier than I would have liked, but either way, I think it's helpful. We're going to go on to the hards. There's no point in going on to anything else. Alright, here we go. Behind the safety car, finally, and we've got the broadcast safety car feature. As it tells us that Charles Leclerc is the current Drivers' Championship leader. We already knew that. But yeah, it seems as if you're behind the safety car, but you're not like with the rest of the grid, like if you're catching up, you have to do it yourself. And then once you catch up, that's when we actually go into the broadcast section. We move on to lap 14 here. Here we go. At least we get to skip some of this stuff, so it's a little bit quicker. But yeah, I wonder how the tires are going to be in terms of warm. Please don't tell me they're going to be super cold. Surely not. The AI should be warming up the tires for us. But yeah, this race so far has been a bit of a painful one. We've just not really got the pace on the mediums. Hopefully we maybe show some pace on the hards. There we go, lap 15. The safety car's still out. Maybe they just couldn't get Lewis Hamilton's car off the road or something, because that's a lot of laps behind the safety car. I think we'd already done 2 laps by the time I caught the pack. And that's an extra 2 laps that we're doing here. There we go. Yeah, safety car in this lap. Let's check the tire temperatures. They're all right. There we go. That's the green lights. We're back into racing after the safety cars. Lap 15. We are currently sitting in second to last. I have no idea where my teammate is, but apparently he's a lot higher up than I am. Or maybe he's just there. I think that is Oscar. Not had a great turn one. We're already losing on the back foot to Albon. Oh my god. How are we understeering so much? We don't have wing damage, so I don't know what's happening. Oh, Lando Norris overtaking our teammate. And now Alexander Albon going for the move as well, but he couldn't quite stick it. I mean, I guess that just shows that our car's just maybe just not there this race. I feel like Jeddah was alright, maybe just because there wasn't as many mechanical grip type corners. Perez and Sainz are in the pits. Did they collide going into turn 1 or something? Or turn 3 even? They must have collided for them to go into the pits. That's huge. That is huge for the current front battle between Ferrari and Red Bull. Oh, I've had a little bit of a better run through that S section compared to Daniel Ricciardo. So that gives us a little bit of breathing room going into Sector 3. Oscar Piastri still holding off Alexander Albon. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's just, as you can see, the Williams is definitely quicker than us. Even though on paper we're quicker than them, they've just got a lot more mechanical grip around this track. So it seems as if tracks that are having more mechanical grip, more slower speed corners, those type of tracks are really going to be a struggle for us as we start off this My Team. Daniel Ricciardo's going for the move around the inside. There we go. We defend it quite nicely. Our defensive skills are great, which is obviously going to hugely benefit us towards the start of this season. But I kind of want the car to be great too. That'd be nice. It's going to take us a while to really build up this car though. I was taking a look at just our general funds and facilities before this race actually. And yeah, we're not really gaining money very quickly, especially due to that whole reduced setting that we've got. So yeah, it's going to be hard work to get this car up to scratch, but the challenge is definitely there. I'm definitely ready for it. Daniel Ricciardo looking to gold up our inside here. We go on the inside lane, and we're going to defend once again from Danny Rick. As Alexander Albon finally gets past Oscar Piastri. So now it's just me, my teammate, and Danny Ricciardo fighting. Well, I say fighting for the last position here because I feel like Perez and Sainz will catch us up and they will, you know, inevitably pass us. Wait, is that George Russell as well? I kind of got distracted going into the first corner looking at the minimap. Right, we've got 10 laps to go, and it honestly seems as if the AI ahead of us are just generally quicker. Look at Perez, he's already within DRS of us. So, unless we do something about this pace, we're going to be finishing in last. I really don't want that, so next 10 laps, got to be consistent. I kind of hope that Perez got wing damage from that, because he tried to send it around the outside when we were already in a sort of line that would have put us where he was going. So definitely not our fault. And I think he actually does have wing damage from that, so good. I thought Danny Ricciardo locked up there, but it doesn't look like he did. Maybe it was a small lockup. But yeah, I'm not sure how Oscar's taking this corner flat in all honesty, because I'm having to lift. Alright, we've got DRS, but to be honest, look at who we're battling. I don't think DRS really matters when battling a Ferrari. We go over that bump, but luckily don't lock up. Oscar Piastri is miles ahead right now compared to us. So he's clearly the quicker out of the two of us this race. Yeah, if you just take a look at that final corner, you just can't get the power down. Oh, there's a problem with Sainz. Literally, as he was about to overtake us, something happened to his car and he's slowing down apparently. Okay, tension's happening here. We might not finish last. Hopefully he doesn't retire so that we can technically not finish last. I mean, we've lost so much time to our own teammate. Piastri and Ricciardo are absolutely gone right now. We're having to lift in quite a lot of places. We've not got wing damage, it's just our car's just not got any turning right now. Yeah, it's quite painful to be honest. I think Oscar Piastri is definitely the quicker man right now in this race. He's clearly going flat in places I'm not able to. I've not got a lot of laps left. Carlos Sainz, even though he's going slow, and we've not heard anything from Mark, so we must assume he's still going slow. He's still trying to overtake us. And Perez did in fact get wing damage from trying to overtake us going into the final corner. And he is now 19 seconds behind us. Even on those softs, I don't think he's making up 19 seconds in 6 or so laps. We're actually having a decent-ish battle here with Sainz. I mean, I know his car is significantly worsened. I mean, that's just a Ferrari power unit. I ain't got nothing to do with me. And we're still managing to keep him behind, even with his slow-down car. So, you know what? I'll take that. I will take that. At this point, our car is just too slow. But here he comes. He's finally going to overtake us going into turn 1. Can we defend? We can. There we go. Nice little battle with a Ferrari. Sergio Perez going quickest. Okay, he's quite rapid actually. He's quite rapid actually. Maybe he might actually catch us up. Oh my god. I think he's made up like 5 seconds in a lap. Yeah, he might actually catch us up. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Sainz went for a dive bomb very, very late there, and I didn't actually notice until we were already at the apex. Clearly he's not learnt from Sergio Perez not to dive bomb at literally the last second. This time he doesn't need to dive bomb, as he's actually ahead going into this corner. We bump tires, rip. We can't be doing that with Perez rapidly catching us up. Oh, Sainz bumping into me into the final corner. What is it with the AI? I don't know, but he's gone into the pits. He's gotten wing damage from that. Russell, yeah, it was Russell. He's in the pits. So from pure luck, we're going to finish in P17, which is honestly not ideal, especially when our teammate is just so quick. Alright then guys, here we are on the final lap of the race. Not really much has happened since the last time I spoke to you guys, as I believe that was Sergio Perez who got the fastest lap again. We'll probably be into the 18s now, but yeah, literally no man's zone. I've been trying different lines, I've been trying to take things more aggressively, and we're still just losing time constantly to our teammate as Charles Leclerc takes his 3rd victory in a row. He's absolutely on a nutty one right now. 3 wins in a row to Max Verstappen. I think I saw Max Verstappen ahead of Leclerc at one point as well. So Max is on, not Max, Charles is on fire right now, as he has 75 points in the championship. He's going to be, I'm trying to do some calculations in my head, depending on where Max finished. He's going to be maybe around 20 points ahead of Max right now. And we're only 3 races in, so Charles is having a great start. However, if they have anything to do like with how they have in real life, that lead can go straight away. But anyways, we finish in P17 ahead of Russell and Perez.
Another superb Australian Grand Prix comes to an end then, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari.
Okay then guys, so yeah, Charles Leclerc takes the victory once again, third in a row, followed by Max Verstappen and Valtteri Bottas on the podium with Mick Schumacher in P4. What a result for those two. And then we have Fernando Alonso in P5, Yuki Tsunoda in P6, Pierre Gasly in P7, then we have Esteban Ocon in P8, Vettel in P9, and Lando Norris rounding off the points in P10. And then we have Stroll, Zhou Guanyu, Latifi, Ricardo, Albon, Oscar Piastri. Myself just could not keep up with Oscar today. He was definitely the quicker man in this car. And then we have George Russell, Sergio Perez, and Carlos Sainz, with Lewis Hamilton and Kevin Magnussen being the only retirements of this Grand Prix. So yeah, in terms of fastest lap times, we were pretty much slowest on the grid. Our fastest lap was almost a second, I think, slower than the next slowest fastest lap. So yeah, we could do absolutely nothing there. But if we take a look at the standings, I was correct in saying that Charles Leclerc is now 20 points ahead of Max Verstappen, with Sergio Perez losing out on a ton of points because of that low place finish due to whatever happened after the safety car restart and whatever happened when he tried to dive bomb me. Now if we take a look at where we are, pretty much P20, we've moved down. Who's that that's got the point? Lando Norris now has a point, which if we take the constructors, it means that McLaren have now got a point on the board, meaning that ourselves and Williams are the only teams on the grid without a point. Aston Martin and McLaren are going to be having a good little battle over the next couple of races to see who can take that P8 spot. I think AlphaTauri are a little bit clear of them right now, and Ferrari 18 points ahead of Red Bull. It's going to be spicy over this next couple of races. It's going to be good to see where this championship leads. Hopefully it's actually pretty similar to real life. It'll be interesting to see that. But let's go back into the factory, see if there's anything else we need to do, and then finish off the video there. Okay, so we've just gotten back into the factory, and both of our upgrades that we had made have came through as a failure. Let me check to see what they were. It was the beam wing for our aerodynamics, so we're gonna have to do that again. Fantastic, love that. And it was also something else as well, our MGUH reliability improvement. So yeah, great. Love to see that both of our upgrades came through and they both failed. That's fantastic. But taking a look at something that was pretty interesting, Oscar Piastri had damage deductions, meaning that he was over a second quicker than us with wing damage or something like that. That's insane. But let's take a look at our sponsorships. Quickly do that. We've got a second sponsorship that we can take on board. Beat your rival during a race. We don't really have a rival right now. Is there anything? I think we're gonna have to go with PSD here, because this is definitely one that we can do, especially on regular corner cutting. Complete a race without cutting a single corner. So yeah, we're gonna sign with PSD as our second sponsorship. But that's all we're gonna do for this video. I hope that you guys did enjoy it. If you did, leave a like on the video. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Apparently my mic doesn't want me to finish off this video, but anyways, I'll catch you guys in my next My Team video.